hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner, and this is a whole little movie on the corner review. Okay, because look, we on the corner, and this is a movie review. Okay, Kandi and Todd's movie. Well, should we say Todd and Kandi movie? The Past was released on Peacock, honey. We was able to see Drew in all her realness or fakeness, however you want to see it, I don't know. Okay, but a quick review of this movie is what I am about to do. Okay, now y'all will be getting this sometime Monday afternoon / Monday morning. I will be live tonight on because right now it's 12:43 in the morning. Okay, but I'm gonna get this, later on today. But tonight, Monday night, I will be live tonight. It's already set, 9 p.m. We're gonna have a whole watch along. Okay, we're gonna watch Kandi speak on it with fake cousin Courtney. Okay. I was like, ooh, not girl. The shade of it all. And I have comments. So I was like, for Monday night, let's just do a whole little watch along of the speak on it for us to have a conversation about what Kandi was saying, about what Courtney was saying, because things were said, and I was like, I was shocked. Well, not really, because Courtney is an attention seeker, but I'm leave it be. But I still felt some kind of way. So again, tonight, Monday, 9 p.m., a watch along for the speak on it. Okay, it'll be a full watch along and that stuff. But right now we are on The Past. Okay, The Past is a movie that Todd literally brought us to Be of the S. Okay, not saying the movie was Be of the S, but I mean, what happened. I was like, it was a scheme. Oh, a scheme and a scam. Okay, The Past. It was not a bad movie at all. I enjoyed it. I did not fall asleep on it. I followed it a little bit while I sort of kind of guessed points within the movie. I was shocked at the end. I was like, oh, I didn't think oh that was gonna happen at the end. But I mean, it was cool. Kudos to Todd for what he did. Okay, now The Past is on Peacock. Okay, now y'all know that Peacock is, associated with Bravo, NBC, all that stuff. So the fact that Kandi and Todd were Todd and Kandi. Because Todd, I believe, wrote the movie. Kandi was a producer on the movie as well as other people. Okay. But the fact that they were able to get that movie on a streaming network during a strike, because I feel like this movie I don't feel like this movie was already guaranteed to be on Peacock before the actor strike happened, because Kandi is in the movie. She don't have a big scene, but she has a few scenes. She's a character in this movie, okay? So we see that's why Kandi and Drew can't or has not been posting about it, because they're in the movie, because they are they're actors union. However, the fact that Kandi and Todd and Kandi, was not only able to have Bravo basically promote the movie during the whole season. I have not watched the season finale, but I know the release party for the movie is in it. They really was able to promote this movie without having to do much at all. Okay. And the fact that all their friends who are not actors, but who are social media, people who are, reality stars, were able to promote this movie for them too. I was like, honey, that's how you do business. It's really how you do business. Okay. And the fact that the movie came out the same day as the finale of Housewives was smart. And I said the other day, I said Kandi did what Sheree wanted or tried to do with No She by Sheree, because we still ain't got No She or No Sheree. When No She by Sheree tried to have her website launch after the reunion aired last season, that was an epic fail. I feel like it's a little hee hee ha ha to Sheree. Like hee hee ha ha, this is how you do it. This is how you have your product, because this movie is a product. This is how you have your product be released at the same time as the airing of the show you're on, because that promotes your product, i.e., this TV show, i.e., what should have been No She by Sheree last season. Okay, but we're gonna leave that be. Let's get into the movie review. Okay, now again, the past. The past stars mainly it is Drew Sidora, what's his lady name? Erica Peoples, and then Rob Riley. Rob Riley has been in a whole bunch of stuff or whatever. I feel like I always see his face, but never quite know. I can't never like name something he was in per se, but I always know he's been in stuff because it's just like it is okay. I also know for a fact that Miss Peoples, she's been in stuff too. She's also someone I feel like I've seen her before in little stuff. She's not a main actress or whatever, but I know her face. I know Rob Riley's face more than hers, but it's fine. And then we know for Drew Sidora, this is the first time that Drew Sidora, in my opinion, has had a starring role. I feel like Drew has been in other looks, and I'm not knocking her. I'm not knocking her acting credibility, not at all. But I feel like we've seen her in little things here, little things there, little things everywhere. And this is like her first time having like a starring major role. We'll be like, okay, she's the actress or whatever. So Drew is the wife, Rob is the husband, Erica Peoples is the best friend of Rob. Okay, Drew plays, her character name is Mina. Rob character name is Maurice. Erica Peoples' name in the movie is it Tara or Tara? I think it's Tara. Now I'm gonna mix up their names. I'm gonna sometimes call I'm gonna sometimes say Drew husband, Drew husband friend. The names it is what it is. Okay. Now the main thing we know, Drew and that man married. That's Drew Mama. Now, Drew Mama is played by Maya Mama. I don't care what she start in, she will always be Maya Mama of Girlfriend because I feel like that's what we know her from the most. I also feel like she's always somebody's mama. Is she typecast? She may be typecast. I'm not sure. Also, I won't be on camera because it's late. Okay, y'all will see me on camera tomorrow night at 9. I look. I'll pop on. I'm just. It's just nighttime. It's nighttime. I look real basic or whatever. I'm saying I ain't like put on my hoodie. Hi and whatnot. Okay, now I'm off. Anyway, but Maya Mama in this movie is Drew's mama, and Drew to me. The first thing I noticed about this movie, the audio was off. The audio syncing up to their mouths moving for like the first maybe 20 or so minutes of the movie. I was like, it's like a movie with subtitles. The mouth moving ain't no words. So you can tell the audio was a little bit off. I don't know if that happened in production or that was just some kind of streaming error, with Peacock, and maybe it'll be fixed. I'm not sure because after about 20, 30 minutes, I didn't notice it anymore. Like it got fixed. So again, it could have just been an issue because the movie just came out. I'm not sure. But that was the first thing that I saw that I said, well, that's a bit Tubi. Now look, I don't watch Tubi. I don't. But I see all the Tubi ads. I see all the Tubi little clips on social media. So I know Tubi is like a little cheap thing or whatever. So I was like, oh, not the words not matching up with the mouth. That's a bit Tubi. But again, it was fixed and stopped doing that about 20 or 30 minutes in. Okay. Now to me, Drew Mama on here, also known as Maya's mama, she is Mama Joyce. Okay. She Mama Joyce if Mama Joyce had money and was paying for Kandi's life. Okay. So I know that Todd said, the mama in this ain't Mama Joyce. I said she is Mama Joyce. She's just a rich Mama Joyce. Mama Joyce became, financially stable a lot because of Kandi's wealth. This mama has already gotten wealth on her own. Her and her husband was very, very, very rich, had money. The daddy dead in this. Okay, that's why I said it's based on the daddy ain't around here, here. So it kind of seemed like Mama Joyce, but she don't like the husband. He's a bum. He ain't this. He ain't that. I expect more from you, daughter. Besides this little joker right here. So she was for sure giving off Mama Joy's vibe. So we can for sure say this character was inspired by Mama Joyce and her disdain, her distrust, and her daughter's husband, and feeling like her daughter could do better than this dude who ain't got nothing, and my daughter got it all. Drew is a trust fund kid. She gonna get a trust fund soon because her mama, her daddy worked really hard to give her millions. You hear me? Millions. Okay. So, it was cute. Even the mama was kind of conniving a little bit, just in her like, I don't trust him. I don't like him, and I'm not gonna help him in no kind of way. Because at one point he was working as as a realtor, and the mama like had the boss pull like a major contract of selling a house from him because she felt like, well, I don't think he deserves it. He's a new realtor. We paid for his realtor's license. Okay, I think that home is too big. How did you even know if the person you wanted to buy the house had the funds? So she was on every level like undermining him, but at the end of the day, she was right. Anyway, so her whole thing, I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I don't trust his friends. I damn sure don't trust his best friend. Okay, daughter, you can do better. And Drew, like, Mama, I love my husband. We've been married for 7 years. Like, this is not a new relationship. They've been married they've been together and are married for 7 years. They're a married couple. 7 years. So, Mama, it's about time. Look, Mama, stop dogging him out. Stop demeaning him. Stop talking. It's giving Kandi and Mama Joyce and Todd. So I feel like even though it's not a direct correlation of exactly what Kandi, Todd, Mama Joyce went through, it definitely is like influenced by that. You just made the characters a bit worse. Okay. Now we see his friends. Okay. Maurice, aka the husband, his friends. The minute I seen the two dudes the one dude in blue and the one dude in gray, I said I don't trust them. Because we know the dude in blue was on P Valley. He the one who tried to take it from Keyshawn. I won't ever trust him in nothing he's in, not ever. He can be in a movie playing Jesus. I'ma say nope, he's a Judas. I don't trust that man. Okay. And then the dude in the gray, I don't know who he is, but he looks sneaky. And I feel like we've seen him in other movies, and he was probably a sneaky character. But those are Maurice's, the husband's friends. They playing golf, they chatting or whatever. And the crazy part is we see them having conversations throughout this whole movie, but not until the end do the conversations make sense. Because where we feel like, oh, it's just regular conversation, men on a golf course talking about their wives or whatever, and how this is that and that and this. And the one dude in the gray, like him saying, I got this girl I'm messing with or whatever. Me and my wife do passes, because that's what it is. Means I dibble and dabble, and he felt like I dibble and dabble because I get a pass, but my wife don't. Okay, and I'm like, man, look, you sound dumb. Okay, if you want her dibbling dabbling, she probably is too. Then, because Maurice is saying they're all talking about how Maurice and Nina, aka Drew, you have to get this done. You have to do this and do that. Happy wife, happy life, and blah blah blah. So when we looking at it initially, it just sounds like he's saying, I'm trying to make my wife happy. And so I'm happy to keep up the Joneses or whatever. I'm happy to spend money and do this and that. And they're like, you don't have to do all of that. Like that ain't gonna get you to the goal. I'm like, what they mean? What would that mean? So them saying you doing too much, you spending too much. We can't keep giving you money because you want to keep spoiling her because you trying to make her happy, and we telling you that ain't the plan. Like the plan ain't never to spend all your money on nobody. Okay, that ain't gonna get you to the finish line. And I'm like, They is mean. Like, how they telling him like not to make his wife happy? What is wrong with these friends? And so when Red Hat Man then said, hey, why don't you try to pass with your wife? Maybe that will make, will get you to where you gotta go. And I'm like, well, what he want? Some coochie? He wants some coochie. So he like, the past might help me, get what I gotta do. Okay, now we then see Drew, Nina, okay, out with her friends. So we see Drew, the girl next to her, who was Tara, who was her boss, her friend, but she is also Maurice's best friend. Okay, and I always say, can you trust people you ain't known forever? I don't know. We then see Kandi's character, name I can't remember, and then the other girl who's also a friend. Now the gotcha is those are all friends she met through her husband. And the mama told her, baby, I don't trust him or his friends. Okay. I don't trust none of them Negroes. Okay. And I did not realize that she knew all of them through him initially. I'm a firm believer all my friends cannot be people I met through my man. Not today, not ever. I need my own set of friends who I have, period. Okay. So they round chit chatting or whatever. Now, I'm like, Lord, what's going to happen here? Why? What's going on? So they chatting, chitting. Okay. Things are going on. So she like, I ain't gave him no cooch in a couple weeks. We so busy. Busy as a bee. Busy as a bee. And I was like, ma'am, no. What is wrong with you? Don't do that. That's not, you look, you should never just stop giving your spouse sex. That go for men and women. You just should not do it. Because again, after he went and talked to his friends and stuff, okay, he still went and talked to his wife about the whole past thing. So when she brought the past thing up to the friend, like, oh, is that because again, Kandi's character is married to Red Hat character. So Kandi, like, oh, me and my husband, blah, 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 blah. And then you're like, oh, are you happy because y'all have the past? So they discuss that. You have to keep your man happy. You can't be around here, not fucking that man. At least he's so open and honest enough with you to let you know he needs some attention or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay. But they're like, it may not be a bad idea. It may be cool for both of y'all. And you're like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll think about it. I was like, I'm not never. No. Mm-mm. I feel like before I had that conversation with my friends, I would have that conversation with myself because I don't want anybody else encouraging me to go out and bang somebody else or give my husband a pass to go bang other people either. That need to be between me and my husband, okay? But again, they had a conversation and whatnot. Now, with Drew, her husband, you can tell, like we don't really see him work. He's supposedly a consultant, okay? Drew works with and for her friend Tara, whichever one it is, okay? Who is also again her husband's best friend as well. And the best friend boss keeps Drew character very, 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 very busy. I'm real, real busy. My mama also overbearing because we live in also. This movie is being shot at a lot of places that Kandi and Todd own. The house they're shooting is Kandi and Todd's house. Some of the restaurants were Kandi and Todd's places or whatever. But it made sense. When I seen Drew sit on Housewives, I thought, oh, this can be low budget. I don't want to film no movie that's like less than like a Lifetime. I was like, man, shut up. Because I was like, who said that solely because you're filming at Kandi's house? I'm like, y'all do know when y'all be in these other movies, these producers and these people, they also pay location fees to shoot at someone's place. Even in any other movie, they rent someone's house and you fuck in somebody else's bed. It just happens to be Kandi's bed. Kandi was when Todd said they saved they saved 6 figures on location fees by shooting and using their own things, including their own house, including shooting it in Kandi bedroom. Now I feel Kandi, I'm gonna say this now, my love. Okay. You and Ty got a big ass house. If y'all don't have not now room besides y'all bedroom, that's sad. Use Riley old room. I don't look again. I don't mind them using their house, but I'm like, if y'all don't make a bedroom that's for sex scenes somewhere else, okay, in that big ass house and that big ass estate, okay. Again, I don't have issue with them shooting at the house. At the house, I still felt like y'all didn't have no extra bedroom, not nothing. But again, it don't matter because again, saving at least $100,000 by using your own house, using your businesses, it makes sense. Okay, they also shot the movie in 10 days. I mean, it looked like it. But if Tyler Perry can shoot 2 full fast seasons of a show in 2 weeks, so they can shoot a movie in 10 days. They can do it. It happened. But again, that's fine by me. Okay. But as I was saying, these things were all shot like in Kandi's in place. And I had to bring it up. But it went from because Drew working and keep being kept busy by the best friend. Okay. So I feel sorry. My mama overbearing. I'm always busy working or whatever. The past. I don't know. She went and said, no, I don't want no past thing. No. So you know what, baby? Because you put up with so much, me being too busy and my mama overbearing ass, I'm going to give you the pass. We got one night to do whatever. I have no want of banging no other men. So this is for you. Okay. But one night only, a one and done. Okay. You can't let it ruin our marriage and see our lives. No sex in the house, no talking to them after the fact or whatever, no sex with friends, no sex with neighbors, no 5-star hotels. We can't lie to each other about it. We can't ask any questions about it after this or whatever, because she's going on a business trip. So while I'm in LA on this trip, it's a pass. Now, while she said, I don't want to be with any of the men, she never said she did not want no vagina. Okay. So he has a pass to do what he wants to do, here in their home or whatever, or not their home, but they're where they live in the state, the city. And she going to LA for a couple of days for a business trip. Okay. So cool. So while they're out celebrating and stuff, we see a little tussle. Okay. They leave up out of Kandi's restaurant. We see her little cousin Patrick, taking the car receipt thing. He still worked there. We still do like Trent, you old punk. I'm like, who is Trent? But the fact that Maurice turned, I'm like, why did Maurice turn and look when someone said Trent? Who is Trent? Dude, like Trent from Boston. Nigga, you ain't shit. You played my sister. You took my sister money. Dude, pissed. Now, we see, dude, like the fact that all the friends, it's like, wait, what's going on? They're like, oh, man, calm down, man, calm. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Okay, so a little fight happened. Now, they didn't show the fight. I don't know why not. They didn't fight, but a fight happens. Okay, and you see Maurice like, get into the car, go to the car. So he tell the women, hey, get my wife out of here. Okay, they fight with old boy, but old boy said clearly, Trent, you punk, you took my sister off. I'm like, oh, he took your sister money. Okay. Anyway, the fight happened at the home. Drew like, oh, that was kind of crazy, babe. Yeah, Trent, ha. Don't call me Trent. So he not acting funny. I'm like, dude, a dude popped up, called you Trent. You responded or whatever, as if that's your name. And we met in Boston. I thought it was funny. Again, girl, Drew, look, first of all, the minute someone called my husband name that he answers to, and that ain't his name, Carmen San Diego. solve this mystery. Okay, I'm calling all of the sleuths, all of the spies, all of the investigators. I'm calling Darkwing Duck, Inspector Gadgets, okay, Chippendales Rescue Rangers. I'm calling anybody the I Spy Private Eye. I'm Sherlock Holmes, okay, Laura Croft. I'm Olivia Benson. Okay, I'm calling everyone to Sergeant Hoyt, Sergeant Voight. Okay, I'm calling everyone to figure out what's going on. But again, whatever. Because again, Drew is going out of town and she's going with who? Her boss. The best friend of her husband. Okay, right after a fight ensued and stuff. Okay, so again, Drew told her husband, I have no want to be with anybody but you. But you could have passed. Now we do see a little scene of him. I forgot to get a picture of it, but he was in the club with a stripper. Shabia played a stripper. It was a short, small role or whatever. But we see he didn't do the pass as far as we knew. However, the fact that he knew the stripper, who said you've been behaving, you've been real good lately. What you doing here? What would your wife say? Oh, she would say it's okay. So again, he was gonna bang the stripper played by Shamia, but Shamia never showed. Meanwhile, Drew around here getting turned out by the best friend, also known as the boss. Now we saw a scene at the bar talking or whatever. A man approaches Drew. She's having drinks with the man who kind of want her to, because the best friend the best friend boss Tara know about the past. She's aware of this or whatever. And when we see Drew drinking, she then dancing with old boy, and Drew looked drunk. I'm like, not she drunk already? And then we seen, the friend, the boss lady. All right, I'm going to bed. I gotta go. I'm like, who leaves their female friend with some strange man when she drunk? Okay, so we seen one scene of Drew sitting with the man talking, then dance or whatever. You see she get a little bit tipsy. We see her take her ring off and she's walking away with the man. We then see Drew in bed getting banged out. We'll get eaten by best friend boss lady. I was like, no. It was a whole scene, okay? So Drew at first is the middle picture. After the fact, she can't believe what she did. She's so shocked. She is disgusted with herself because I can't believe I broke a few rules. One, it was a 5-star hotel. Two, it was a friend. Okay, someone she's gonna have to have communication with. So Drew has already broken a few rules. Okay, they get back to the house. You know what I'm saying? And she acting all weird with her husband or whatever. Drew went from not wanting it to bringing that lady in. Girl, I say Drew was fucking that lady in a house, and their rule was you cannot bring someone to the house. Because again, if it's the weekend husband, for the weekend when I ain't here, don't bring that bitch back to our house. And when Drew got back after begging that man's best friend, or her boss, she was banging that lady in a bed at home. Okay, so Drew ain't wanted it at first, but then Drew wanted it. Now, Drew's real life matching this movie is insane. Because again, we have to remember, Todd wrote this movie a while ago. Todd did not write this movie, as the stuff came out about what happened with Drew. Now, they was filming as stuff was going on with Drew, but the movie was written beforehand. So the fact that Drew was out here playing her life, a married woman who got involved with a lady and shit went left. Okay, and she up here banking a lady in her husband's bed. Okay, now as I told y'all, that's that man's best friend. And we see a couple of things happen in the movie. Okay, in the beginning, we see him trying to upgrade Drew's ring because they've been married 7 years. I got to keep up the Joneses, whatever, but I can't afford this ring. Best friend got him the ring. Okay, so we see best friend helping as we think. But I'm like, y'all too close to be best friends. It was some weird, bang, bang, cootie, penis energy going on around here. Okay, I was confused. I'm like, I don't know how Drew didn't see it. Okay, how did you not see it, my love? out, did not happen. Because again, it was just always weirdness or whatever. But the different scenes of, Maurice and Tara, even at Spades night, okay, when Drew are conflicted in her accoutrement ways, and we see the friend asking Maurice, "You good?" He's like, "No, I'm trying to finish this deal, and I can't. I need to get the ring." And she's like, "I got you. I always got you." But again, because best friends do that. So from the outside looking in, we keep seeing friend helping her best friend make his wife happy until we see friend fucking her best friend's wife all behind his back, all in their bed. Okay, now at one point, Drew was all jealous because, she like, we can't do this. We can't do this. No, we can't. And then boss lady, best friend lady, was up here banging Drew's assistant. I'm like, she's a Me Too movement in the wings, waiting to be caught. Because when you up here banging your workers, okay, it's illegal. Okay, it's illegal. Just cut it out. Don't do it. But Drew realized, oh, she messing with my assistant. I'm like, Drew, you married. You not supposed to care. And then friend like, oh, but you don't want me, right? So she like basically gets Drew so caught up. Drew like, don't leave my assistant alone. Okay, it's me. And they bang it. I'm like, no. What are we doing? What is going on? So that's the whole. I'm like, oh, it was just messy. Just messy. Because we see a couple of things. Like Drew is home now. She's sneakily messing around with the friend, but also she's worried that her husband is also begging somebody tea. Okay. So they having spades night or whatever, and we see her see his phone, and a lady sends like a naked photo to his phone. Oh my God, he's fucking somebody. I'm like, no, ma'am, you are, because he told her I didn't do the pass. Okay, did you do the pass? Don't flip it on me. Don't flip. But again, Drew is, y'all know I mean the character. Nina is so guilty of what she's doing. She feels like he must be doing it too. So if I see his phone and I see a naked picture, okay, someone is sending you naked pictures. He keep denying it, and when they went through his phone, the picture was gone. I'm like, did somebody take the picture back? Because I saw the picture too. It was a naked person. Okay, but again, best friend, best friend, best friend. At one point, we see the best friend in their bedroom, and she put some panties on the floor by the bed. And when she round her and she just got finished having sex with Drew, she picked up the panties and said, "Oh, I would love to see you model these," because she's trying to make it seem as if, oh, these got to be your panties. Those aren't mine. Those aren't mine. He's fucking somebody in the house. I'm like, man, but we saw crazy best friend plant those panties for Drew to find to gaslight Drew. We also see her talking to her husband, and she like had his coat pocket, and we see she put a empty condom wrapper in his jacket. So when Drew doing laundry or whatever, and she had that man coat, Drew finds the condom and she's pissed. Even though he didn't gave her a whole new ring, she's happy now. Even though she's sitting around here fantasizing about banging this lady right here, bringing her, they're in a better place. They're in a better place now. He's got her this bigger ring. He wants to be love, 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 love. And so Drew is in this happy state of happiness until she again see the panties, find the condom wrapper. She sees the text message of the naked woman or whatever and all these things. And she again accuses him, you fucking somebody. You ain't shit. You're like, I ain't doing shit. You tripping. What the fuck? I ain't do nothing. Ain't nothing on my phone. What is wrong with you? Now Drew's upset. Now she's sad. She's depressed. She don't trust her husband. She think he cheated. So Kandi character say, hey, when I thought my dude was cheating on me, okay, no, before that, at Spade's night, Kandi like, I can't believe this nigga, because her husband Okay, Red Hat, her husband, Red Hat, she like, he messing with some new girl or whatever. And the rule is, the person you cheat with, whatever, they not supposed to like be in our life. The chick is calling Kandi feels upset. She's pissed. I can't believe that. I can't believe ain't no rules. And you're like, oh, really? I can't believe I let him, do the pass. And you're like, oh, well, what about the rules? Fuck the rules. The rules don't matter, whatever. So even though Drew just did the pass, she not like, well, dang, if they going through that, what I'm gonna go through. Because I now see the panties in the house, it's the condom wrapper, it's the text messages or whatever, it's some bull of the shit. So she's now, unhappy. She feels disrespected. Her husband don't love her. And so she keep banging the friend in the house. She now wants to leave her husband because even though they seem happy, she's unhappy. Why? Because she's being gaslit. She's stupidity. So Drew then tells old girl, hey, I think I want to leave my man. I want to leave him. I'm done. Okay. I'm not happy with him. I'm happy with you. You make me feel great. You make my cooch speak or whatever. I want to be with you, girl. But again, she was just happy with her husband until all these things crazy best friend is doing that we see her doing. Again, catching Drew in the hallways, filling her up. But Drew was also filling her up too. Okay. So now she's upset. I'ma leave him. Friend, like, okay, it's cool. He ain't gonna know. Drew go talk to him and say, how about we go on a trip? Just us or whatever to reconnect and let that be. Let that be. And so it seemed like she just wants to be happy with him or whatever. But then she gets served with divorce papers. Yes, the evil king gave that lady divorce papers. We then see Manietta, who plays the attorney for Drew in the divorce, and Drew was upset because how dare you? How dare you want to divorce me and take all my money? Because again, Drew just got her inheritance. It's about $20 million. But they had a prenup. Okay. And the judge in mediation say, look, well, the prenup will stand because the only thing that will change the prenup is if somebody cheated. Drew, they said, I have proof he cheated. Okay. So Drew showed, the last text messages between him and some girl or whatever. And say how she had found the kind of rap or whatever. Dude said, look, I don't know who she is. Like somebody kept texting my phone. I had to get a whole new phone. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't me. I didn't do nothing. Now, he's lying. He's lying. Look, he had a pass. We had a pass. The cheater one time thing. However, after that, he kept cheating. Evil man said, because y'all see now he's look. First of all, look at the evilness. Evil, because look here, y'all nice and bright, loving husband, devil. The hair darker, the beard darker with some Beijing. Okay, the eyebrows is furrowed up. Evil and good, evil, good, evil. Drew was so upset. Okay, he then said, "Look, I don't know what I didn't do nothing. I do have this overnight." He gives his attorney the phone. The attorney gives the phone to the judge at this point. You hear Drew banging the friend, okay? Because when Drew thought he was cheating on her with someone in the house because she found the panties in the house, Kandi told her, girl, when I thought my man was cheating on me, I put cameras all in the house. I was going to catch him. So Drew put cameras in the house and was still fucking that man, girl. Still fucking that lady in the house. So the camera she put in her house to try to catch her husband, he used that shit like an evil pawn in the divorce and showed not only his lawyer, the judge, and Mangetta Shaw, also her mama, because Drew's mama in the movie was in it too. And that, she's like, no, that's not. Because she's like, how the fuck did that happen? That ain't what the camera was supposed to be for. The judge then said, well, ma'am, because of this, the prenup won't stand. You ain't shit. I hate you. Fuck you. And so she leaves because she know I'm gonna lose it all because there was proof that Drew cheated. The mama gonna say you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't. I knew you wasn't. I knew you wasn't shit. I know your friends wasn't. You ain't gonna never be nothing. Okay. And she's speaking to the evil underlord of the divorce. Okay. I was like, girl, I can't believe it. Now Drew is up here sad and crying and upset because the divorce has been happened. Drew then go back to her job. Okay, the office, because again, she wanna be with the lady who cooch, because Drew was also eating cooch. Drew was eating cooch, friend was eating cooch. And again, I'm gonna reiterate, this lady, Tara, was the husband's best friend who became friends with Drew, then started banging Drew. Okay. Okay. But Drew went back to the office because she wanted to be her. The whole office cleaned out. Drew up and having heart palpitations because the office is cleaned out as if no one ever was there. Why, you ask? Because it was a scheme that Todd set up to bring us to bullshit. The husband was in cahoots with not just his best friend, but all of them. Now that part I did not guess. Once we saw the friends doing all this extra shit, I said, okay, she wants to break them up. But then I was like, I feel like he in on it. I never thought the friends were also in on it. It was a scheme that Ty set up to bring us the bullshit. And it was a 7-year scheme. Their scheme always is you get with somebody, you date them, and you get their money and get out. This was a 7-year scheme. So each time we seen them talking about, making it work, getting what you got to get, making her happy to get to the goal. The goal was to get her money. In the divorce, he got 9.5 million, half of her inheritance. And now Drew around here having heart palpitations because her marriage is over. The lady who she ate also, play her because once she seen the business office clean out, she knew they played me. Because that's how we got the footage of them fucking in bed. Okay, and I said, damn. Each time we heard the friends say, I got you. I always got you. When the friend said, hey, you okay? He said, no. I'm trying to close this thing and I can't. I'm trying to close it. We coming up for 7 years. We think he talking about like real business things or just keeping his. No, it was a scheme that Ty set up to bring up. It was a good movie. Look, it was not to be. It wasn't. I feel like if they had this movie been recorded in, let's say, 20 days, had they had more time to pace things out, it would have been a better movie. You can tell it was rushed, but it was still good. The acting was good. When Kandi was pissed at her husband for playing her, all the stuff they had to do to play their roles was like even them at Spades night, if they're having conversations about, if your spouse whatever, do like emotional cheating, whatever. Like they were plotting, and they were gaslighting Drew. But Drew fell for it. She did. I was like, damn. When they said, okay, now who's next? It's like, oh, next up is Candy's. We have a old man who likes sick women or whatever. Kandi up next. So Candy's character will be the next one to scheme and scam the thing. And even the reason the movie's called The Past is because they say, hey, use the past. Dude said use the past on your wife because we trying to get that money. We trying to get the money from her because she's rich. We all trying to hit a lick. We all been sitting around here friends for 7 years to get her money. We're spending our own money to get money from her. use the past, because again, the prenup said can't nobody get nothing unless it's cheating. If you use the past, make her cheat, you get the money. And sure enough, the 7-year scheme came to an end. And Drew's character is crying. Mama, she ain't broke. She got money still. Like, luckily they didn't get it all. But again, when dude was like, Trent, you took everything from my sister. That was some whole ass shit. Trent from Boston. That's why all the friends that get Drew out of here, because they knew it was true. A scheme and a scam that Todd set up to bring us the bullshit. It's a good movie, y'all. If you have not watched it already, it's on Peacock. Look, also I want to say this about Drew. Drew in this movie, to me, showed, I can see why people say in scenes on the show that Drew's acting. Drew played herself. This seemed like Drew. I didn't feel like she was a different character. Not saying her acting is bad, but I'm like, if the way Drew acts in movies is how Drew is in life, how do we know you're not acting? You know what I'm saying? And the fact that this movie matches what basically happened in your life, because allegedly you were tied. You're fucking around with Todd, and you and that man need a divorce. It's messy. But Drew did a good job. But again, this was Drew on Housewife. So when people say and scene, I'm like, is she acting? And again, she didn't. I was like, she barely cried in tears. I mean, it was cool though. It wasn't bad acting. It was just Drew. Like when I seen Kandi being a pissed off wife at her husband, that was a different Kandi. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying when evil husband had to be nice husband, it was a difference. He seemed very, very nice and very, very much so in love with his wife. Like he loved her, wanted to be with her. But then evil husband took over. And that was that. Girl, anyway, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed. Do not forget that tonight I will be live at 9 p.m. for us to do a live watch along of the Speak One, which has Kandi and Courtney, and it's a whole lot to be discussed on this. I will see y'all at 9 p.m. tonight. My Housewife of Atlanta review is it'll be up sometime today as a premiere. And we're gonna also discuss Kenya calling out production too. So I will have that review as a premiere up sometime as well today. Okay. Please do not forget to like the video, comment in the comment section, share the video. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. And y'all know, like, comment, share, subscribe, and stuff. Okay. Anyway, I gotta go. I love you all. Bye.